Udayagiri caves of Madhya Pradesh are a series of rock-cut caves dated to the early 5th century AD. These caves are located around 60 kilometers from Bhopal and 9 kilometers from Sanchi. They were carved into a 2.5 kilometer long sandstone ridge. Udayagiri means sunrise mountain, and a sun temple may have existed at this place during ancient times. Approximately 1000 years ago, the site would have been directly on the Tropic of Cancer. On the summer solstice day, the sun would have been directly overhead at Udayagiri, and this fact may have added to its sacredness. This place was also known as Vishnu Padagiri, meaning the feet of Vishnu. There are around 20 cave temples here, of which only one is Jain, while the others are Hindu. As per inscriptional records, the Udayagiri caves were created in the final decades of the 4th century and consecrated in 401 AD. The Udayagiri caves are archaeologically important for the following reasons. There are about 20 cave temples here that are dated between 401 to 425 AD and are dedicated to deities of Shaivism, Shaktism, and Vaishnavism, and one cave is dedicated to Jainism. The non-rusting iron pillar at Qutub Minar complex in Delhi is considered to have originally stood here. The Sanskrit inscription on the pillar in Brahmi script mentions about the Vishnu devotion of Chandra, which scholars feel is Chandragupta II. It also mentions that the pillar was installed at Vishnu Padagiri, which is the old name of Udayagiri. It may have been moved from here in the 11th century by the Tomar king Anandpal Tomar. A lion capital was found here dated to the closing decades of the 2nd century BC. It may have been a Mauryan or Gupta rework of a Mauryan capital. Let us look at the various cave temples here at Udayagiri. Cave number 1 is a false cave with an added side wall and a mandapa built in front. The deity carved on the back wall of this temple has been chiseled away. Cave 2 is another small cave near Cave 1 with damaged reliefs on the door jambs. Cave 3 has the image of Skanda, the war god. We also know Skanda as Subramanya and Kartikeya. Cave 4 is known as the Veena cave, as the lintel of the door has images of men playing stringed instruments like Veena. Ganga and Yamuna, the river goddesses, are shown on either side of the door. On the outside of this temple, by the side wall, there was a mandapa previously, which is now eroded. In it, there are remains of Matrikas, the mother goddesses. Inside this temple, there is a Mukhalinga of Shiva with a single face. Cave 5 is a niche-like cave which has the most famous Varaha panel. Varaha is the boar avatar of Vishnu who saved Bhudevi, Mother Earth, from an asura named Hiranyayaksha. In the Hindu legend, after killing Hiranyayaksha, Varaha lifted Bhudevi from the depths of the ocean on his tusks and restored her to her original place. In this panel, Varaha is shown as a giant lifting up Bhudevi from the waters. Bhudevi is shown dangling on his tusks. Water is represented by the wave-like patterns carved on the wall. Various gods and humans are shown praying Varaha on this panel, including Shiva, Brahma, Lakshmi, Adityas, Agni, Vayu, various Devatas and Rishis. Gupta king Chandragupta II and his minister Veerasena are also depicted at the bottom paying their respects. Cave 6 is beside the Varaha cave. The door of this cave temple is guarded by Dwarapalakas. On the left side, there is a Ganesha idol. Ganesha is shown with a huge belly with Modaka in his left hand. Next to the Ganesha is a carving of Vishnu. On the right side, there are carvings of Shiva as Gangadhara and Durga killing Mahishasura. Outside this cave is a panel with an inscription that mentions the Gupta year 82 and that the Gupta king Chandragupta II and his minister Veerasena visited this cave. Cave 7 is a large niche having damaged figures of Matrikas, the mother goddesses. After this, there is a passageway leading to the next group of caves. Cave 8 is known as the Tawa Cave because its cap is shaped like an Indian pan. To the sides of this entrance are eroded Dwarapalas. It has an inscription on its back wall that says King Chandragupta and Minister Veerasena visited the cave. The ceiling has a lotus carving. Caves 9 to 11 are small niches next to each other with damaged Vishnu carvings. Cave 12 is a niche having a carving of standing Narasimha, the part man, part lion avatar of Vishnu. Below, there are carvings of two standing forms of Vishnu. These caves also have inscriptions that are in Shankalipi, the shell-shaped characters presumed to be an old form of Brahmi. Cave 13 has the Ananta Shayana panel of Vishnu. It is a large sculpture of Vishnu in the Narayana form, resting on the snake Anantasesha. Two human figures are shown kneeling below, considered to be Chandragupta and Minister Veerasena. Cave 14 is a square chamber of which only two sides remain now. Cave 15 and 16 are small caves with insignificant detail. Cave 17 has a niche with Ganesha image on the left and a niche with Durga in Mahishasuramardini form on the right. Inside, it has a lotus carving set in a geometric pattern on the ceiling. Cave 18 has a four-armed Ganesha shown along with a devotee who is carrying a banana plant. Cave 19 is known as the Amrita Cave and is the largest cave in the complex with a highly ornamented doorway. The name of this cave is derived from Samudramanthan scene shown on its doorway, depicting the Devas and Asuras churning the sea for Amrita, the nectar of immortality. Inside, this cave has four square-shaped pillars supporting the roof and two Shivalingas, one of which is a Mukhalinga. Cave 20 is a Jain cave present on the northwestern ridge of the hill. It has the image of Jain Tirthankara Parshvanatha sitting under a serpent hood. Udayagiri cave temples are among the oldest surviving Hindu cave temples in India and contain examples of early Hindu iconography. Visit to this place can be combined along with your visit to the Sanchi stupa.